What's up guys, it is Domino here, and I'm bringing you another Battlefield weapon review, and this time I'm reviewing the assault rifle, the AEK-971, which is a gun that you unlock pretty early in the game, so I thought it'd be good to make a video on it. And for some people this gun is not really the thing they like to use, mainly because of the fire rate. Like, the fire rate is very high for an assault rifle. Now I know there's guns that will have a fire rate much higher, like the F2000 and other guns, but this gun has a pretty high fire rate just for, like, in general, and it's quite hard to control. But I've kind of got used to using it over the last couple of weeks, and I have to say it's actually pretty good. If you have the right attachments on it and you use it right, then you can do really well with it. And like, in terms of stats, it does 30 damage, which most of the assault rifles do. I mean, it's got 40 accuracy, hip fire of 74, a range of 28, and the stability is 35, and the rate of fire is 90, which is pretty high. So it is a good gun. I mean, in terms of power, it's not anything that stands out, but I mean, for this gameplay, I mean, I've just kind of thrown everything together. It is a good gun, and like, the control is pretty good. I mean, I have to use my pistol sometimes to finish people off, because sometimes, especially if you hip fire, it's harder to control really. But when you aim down the scope, it is really good. And I don't know, I found that it was easier to use than a lot of assault rifles. And because you unlock it so early, I mean, you just end up using it, because there's not really any other assault rifles that kind of beat this. So if you use this assault rifle, I recommend, if you've got Battlefield 4 and you kind of just start off, I think it's the 5th gun you unlock in terms of assault rifles. And if you stick, I don't know, you don't really need any attachments on either. It can go pretty well just by itself. I mean, I'm just using the reflex sight with a grip, I think. I think that's it. I think it would be good with a suppressor, maybe just to help the control a little bit more. But I find it pretty fun to use as well. I mean, I do use it on Team Deathmatch. I haven't really tried much on Conquest, but I assume it would be pretty good there as well. I think probably using it on Rush would be good as well, because it is kind of, it's like, the fire rate makes it so powerful up close. Like, anybody with, say, the M16A4, which I reviewed last time, like, if this gun comes up against that gun, you'd probably win. Yes, the accuracy is better on that gun, but this gun, like, you can, by the time they've started firing the first 3 bullets, you'll have killed them, because you can just, if you aim in, if you've got a good trigger finger, you can kill them, because the fire rate allows you to do that. And like, you do have to adapt your playstyle to use it, but like, once you get your playstyle sorted out for using this gun, you can do really good things with it. And I mean, this is on PC, but I don't know if it'd be easier to use on PlayStation or not, to be honest. I think it probably, I guess it just really depends, like, how you play. Something else that I really like doing with this gun would probably be, like, if you're medium to long range, like with the P90, burst fire it. Just aim down the sky and burst fire it. And you'll be able to pick up a lot more long range kills doing that, because if you just aim down the scope, there's quite a lot of recoil, so you just get pushed up. And yeah, some people think that they can get headshots by doing that, but there's a big chance that you're just going to miss them all together, and then, you know, you're going to end up getting killed or Now, one thing that I find happens with this gun a lot is that because of the high rate of fire, you burn through ammo really fast. Now, probably the best way to solve this problem is, yeah, you can, I mean, you don't get that much ammo in Battlefield 4 compared to 3. I mean, you can get, like, I forgot what you call them, where you can have, like, extra ammo. But the best thing is to use a secondary that you, like, something you can do well with. So that, say you're shooting at someone, and I mean, it's happened in this gameplay already, and you say you miss, or you don't quite have enough bullets to kill them, then have a secondary that you can use well, just to finish them off. Or even say you shoot and then you have to take on someone else. It is really good to have a secondary, because it means that you've got a backup, and if you screw up with your first attempt at killing them, then you're clear. And like you could, like something I find I end up doing a lot is really close range. Don't aim down the sights, just like spray it. And if you spray and pray, I mean, I know people say you shouldn't do that, but like because you're not aiming down the scope, it means you have probably like a half a second advantage over the other person if you come in head on. So while they'll be aiming into their scopes, you can just like proper spray them, and I find that's pretty good as well. That's a good way to take them down. Now if you have Facebook, Twitter, then you should go and check me out. There'll be links in the description, because I've really been trying quite hard on my social media recently. So go and check those out if you haven't even came from there, which I wouldn't be surprised. So check those out. Thank you guys for watching, and I will leave you to enjoy the rest of this gameplay.